My name is Phila Beck, and you're the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So the BBC are in a little bit of trouble in that they pissed off their entire audience. They pissed off a lot of their audience. They really pissed them off, and they're really not interested in listening to them anymore. You see, the BBC, up until very recently, up until about a week ago, viewed themselves as the moral backbone of Britain. Oh, aren't they being good for us? And when Britain did things they thought were immoral, like vote for people they didn't like, they thought the best solution is to lecture them through their TV drama, you know, and so they do that a lot, and that didn't really have the result that we were expecting. They didn't see people go, oh, we got it all wrong. We got to do exactly what you teeny tiny clump of piss babies that live on Twitter tell us to do. This tiny little bubble of people. You know, it's only 3% of Britain lives on is on Twitter, and I would say probably a third of that is in part of the Twitterati. You know. So it's catering to this tiny group. Hasn't been working out so well, but they don't realize they're a tiny group. That's why they're always so confused when it doesn't work. So anyway. BBC is not doing so well in EastEnders just came back, and it's tanking horribly because, again, it's a show that used to be an entertainment that is used to agenderize, used to put over an ideological point of view. If you're a character on EastEnders, especially if you're a character on EastEnders around Christmas, never be around Albert Square on Christmas. Something terrible will happen. But if you're a child on EastEnders, when you hit about the age of 16, you're probably gonna be gay. And if you're gay, you can only be a sympathetic character, which just makes for boring drama. Actually, I have to tell you, when I used to watch EastEnders, my absolute favourite storyline ever, this is a bit of a side, my absolute favourite storyline ever is when they had this Muslim family with this really good-looking son, Saeed, right, who was gay, who was closeted gay, but he didn't want to be gay, because he wanted to be traditionally Muslim. And so he had this sham marriage, and this thing went on for ages. It went on absolute ages. And I remember I asked my wife, let's say you get married to someone, right? Because we're religious as well. They're the same as the Muslim family. We're religious. Let's say you get married to somebody, and after you've been married for a year or so, and you have a kid on the way, or you have a kid. Your husband says to you, listen, I have gay tendencies. I am gay. I've never acted on it, and I don't want to be gay, but I have gay tendencies. So, can I ask you to help me out in the bedroom? Maybe use a little finger on the posterior. Something like that. Whatever. There are ways. There are ways I think people in that situation. Get through life. But so I expected my wife to be like, well, yes, of course I'll be gay. She was like, no, I will divorce that guy in a second. So I'm like, whoa, okay. That was one of my favorite storylines in EastEnders. But anyway, some people in England aren't so interested in being lectured to or genderized to, and so they're switching off. They're switching off in droves, which wasn't a problem. They didn't mind at all. The former Director General of the BBC, Tim Davie, Tony Hall, Lord Tony Hall, was like, but it's so stunning and brave, and we are the moral backbone. We have to tell them, we have to tell everybody, so they will listen to us. So the new Director General has, Tim Davie, as I said, has smelled the coffee, and he knows that the days of the license fee are numbered. They're over. Once people can opt out of paying for it, and you're not providing anything anybody wants to watch anymore, you are going to go away. So I believe there's a civil war going on within the BBC, a civil war between Tim Davie and this piss baby clump of Twitterati, that believe that Twitter's real, even though only 3% of Britain are on Twitter, only a third of them are in the Twitterati, but they believe that's totally real. So I believe that the civil war going on. So the chief propagandist for the Twitterati BBC is, one of the chief propagandists is the Radio Times. The Radio Times loves to shill for Doctor Who. Love to shill for Doctor Who because it is, so agenda driven. It's so, clearly, painfully ideologically driven, and just not very entertaining at all. It's a bit of a double whammy. Now, I want to say, as always, if you like the current era of Doctor Who, I am sorry if what I'm saying upsets you, and if you generally like it, good for you. If you get 5% of the pleasure that out of Doctor Who, out this era of Doctor Who, that I've gotten out of the preceding 57 odd years of Doctor Who. If you get, what was it, 55 years? Yeah, up until 2017. If you get the same amount of pleasure out of it, then I'm very happy for you. I'm genuinely happy. Or even like a 5%. I am so happy for you. Absolutely, genuinely. So, but it's just not doing well, and it's not that popular. So the Radio Times is in a bit of a quandary. It's in a bit of a quandary about what to do, because they want to promote Doctor Who so it doesn't tank in the ratings, which it's going to do. But they really want to do its best and not let it tank in the ratings. But unfortunately, the way they're promoting it is by saying, "Oh, Doctor Who's coming." No, the only way that they're going to help promote this festive special. Heaven forbid I should say Christmas. This festive special is by telling us that Jodie's going, telling us that will get the normies to go, "Oh, well, I might tune in to see that." Other than that, not much. I don't think people are going to tune in. They're not tuning in for EastEnders. They're not going to tune in for this. I mean, unless, under gunpoint. Fine. So, the Radio Times had 2 articles which we're going to juxtapose here. But before we get there, before 6 minutes in, that's what happens when you tell a personal story. 6 minutes in, I'm going to ask you, can you hit the like button? Can you hit the share button? But can you mostly hit that subscribe? Hit the subscribe button. That would make me insanely happy. Just ridiculously, insanely happy. Kind of embarrassingly happy, I want to say, but it really would. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful for everybody who subscribes. If you subscribe, of course, you can enter my regular competitions. The prizes are just reaching for them. We have a double prize this week, and the prize giving is tonight. Was it the September 13th when I'm on the TARDIS Zone doing a watch along of Doomsday, the 2006 finale. That's the David Tennant's first season. Fine. So the first part of the prize is this Doctor Who card game, which I know nothing about. I was given it from my neighbour, who is a toy manufacturer, who bought it back from a toy fair, who got it as a freebie for me because he knows that I like Doctor Who. Been sitting on my shelf forever, never going to look at it, never going to play with it. I hope somebody out there will get it and use it and enjoy it. I really will. But the main part of the prize today is this fantastic graphic novel, Scarlet Traces. Check the video notes. There is a link to a full review of it. It's a very stylized sequel to what War of the Worlds, where the British got the Martian war machines and reverse engineered them, and they did pretty much what you would expect the British to do, with massively superior technology. Yeah, nothing good. Fine. So all you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel, and in the comments leave the hashtag Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks, as I said, the prize is giving away tonight to one lucky winner, and we're going to choose next week's prize as well. So yeah, everything to play for. Fine. So let's juxtapose these 2 articles from Radio Times. So first we have this one. Doctor Who will return to filming in a few weeks. In the next few weeks. In quotes. So what is this? Is this on the level? So look, this might be on the level. I don't know. It could well be on the level. I think it could equally well be spin. Now, what do I mean by spin? I think the news media is not quite as influential as it used to be, because I'll give you an example. Why not? They very much don't like the President of the United States. They very, very much do not like him at all. And so when he first came into office, James Comey, who was the director of was it the FBI? Director of the FBI, also very much didn't like the President either. Didn't like him at all. So he presented a report to the President in his official capacity. This all happened, but none of this is in dispute. He presented a report to the President, which has the famous piss tape in it, right? The Daniel Steele, I can't remember his name. The fraudulent piss tape that there was a tape that Russians had of prostitutes urinating over him, which, okay, whatever. I guess that'd be pretty embarrassing if that existed. But, obviously that didn't exist. But the reason that report was given was then then he could leak it to CNN, and CNN could then report that the director of the FBI gave this report of this piss tape to the President. So they could bring that into the public and damage him, hurt him. So that's kind of disingenuous spin that I believe that we all know that the news media does. So I think it's very likely this could be the same thing, because the Daily Mirror ran an article seeming to me to be based off the month-old report from BBC Cardiff saying, I don't know how we can film Doctor Who. It doesn't look likely to me, right? So it seemed to me that. So this looks like it's riffing on that. We're going to read through this quickly, but it might get too annoying, and then we're going to juxtapose to how they're trying to promote the holiday special, which isn't very good. It's not very good at all. Doctor Who will return to filming in a few weeks. That's nice and unspecific. I remember 30 Rock. They had this plot line where, what was it, Liz Lemon, I think, was dating a Matt Damon as an airline pilot, playing an airline pilot. He's and when they're delayed, their go-to thing to say to people like trapped on the plane is, well, we should be getting started in about 20 minutes, because 20 minutes is enough time that people will kind of forget, and it's not non-specific. In a few weeks sounds pretty similar to me, and it's in quotes. Who's saying this? Yeah, these are the questions you need to ask when trying to work out the veracity of of an article. Written by Hugh Fullerton, of course, the shilliest of the shills, Hugh Fullerton. Good news for Whovians? No, it's not. If it is, I mean, it's good news for Doctor Who YouTube channels like me. Best thing that can happen to me is also the absolute worst thing that can happen for the BBC is that they make and they air more of this Doctor Who. Yeah, that is the best thing that can happen to me, and the worst thing that can happen to the BBC, because it's going to be very embarrassing. Oh, with EastEnders getting 2.5 million, I can't wait to see what Jodie gets. Oh, it's going to be so great. Oh, I'm getting excited. Need to calm down. Set to begin filming soon, with Jodie Whittaker's Time Lord returning to the TARDIS to shoot a new set of adventures in the coming weeks. So again, this could be true. This could be complete spin. This could be trying to create that reality. I think they're trying to create a public perception that everything is fine with Doctor Who. And if they do that, maybe there might be some social media footprint or something. I don't know. I think they're grasping at straws. I really think they're grasping at straws if that's what's going on. Well, many fans have been concerned that the ongoing pandemic would have delayed filming to season 13. Radio Times understands. Understands. What does that mean? Understands that BBC has committed to beginning production before the end of 2020. What part of the BBC? The entirety of the BBC? Cardiff or Tim Davie? Yeah, this is what I need to understand what you understand. We're shooting likely to start around the time it was always planned to. Listen, if it does, it does. If it does, it does. Great news for me. Terrible news for BBC. Worst news for Doctor Who. Filming is they're still going ahead as planned, starting in the next few weeks. A BBC source told us. Who is a BBC source? I don't believe you. I think this is it might be Chris Chibnall, right? Chris Chibnall, who is in a pitch battle with Tim Davie. I believe, and he's trying to create a spin. He's trying to create the atmosphere that yes, we're all moving forward. But I don't think they are. Honestly, this Comic-Con appearance could easily be the time to announce the departure of Whittaker. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be absolutely great? And shooting is likely to start around the same time as always planned to. Filming is... Well, listen, we're going to know in a few weeks. Right, listen, it's not going to take long. Filming is going to go ahead this year as planned, starting with the next few weeks. A BBC source told us. Again, who's the source? Who's the source? Come on! If this is so golden, let us know. If it's not, you haven't said anything, really, have you? Noting that new reports of the series being delayed until 2022 weren't necessarily accurate. So this is clearly this is coming to refute the Daily Mirror article, which said which supported you saying Jodie's carrying on. By the way, they said it wasn't going to go to 2022. I don't know. Maybe that if they. Maybe that Tim Davie wants to use wants it to be delayed so he can use it to change the production team, and that's what that's what Chibnall is trying to stop. Again, pure speculation on my part, but wouldn't it be great if I'm right? And honestly, I think there's a reasonable chance I am. We're still waiting for a 2021 air date. Well, okay, well, that's interesting. If it's 2020 on an air date, because it's not going to be a New Year's special, so they're actually talking about what was it, October, November, something like that. That's interesting. It's currently unknown how the needs of social distancing on set affect the already lengthy production of Doctor Who, which normally takes around 9 to 10 months out the year, leading some to theorize that an even longer production process or a shortened series could be on the card. Yeah, it was you, Hugh Fullerton, you dingaling. When Whittaker returns to the Rock. Again, it's always trying to like, propaganda. Whittaker. Yeah, she's there. However, the BBC has not yet confirmed or denied rumours about a change of format to the series, meaning fans may need to wait a while longer before they find out exactly how much Who they'll be getting when the series returns. Honestly, the only way I can see them moving forward for a 2021 release is animating the series. That's the only. I think that's their only real option. Which again, let me see the viewing figures on it. It's gonna be great. But animating would be a great idea for them because they can blame the tanking on this forget the audiences are falling in general. Yeah, audiences are falling in general because you keep making unrelenting lecturing garbage that people aren't interested in watching. That's why audiences are falling in general. Try making something that doesn't lecture people and is actually quite good. And then maybe listen, I'll give you a great example. Something that will do well in the Doctor universe with the female lead. Big Finish did a Donna Noble box set, which was freaking brilliant. I loved that. I absolutely loved it. It had David Tennant in it for like a cameo, right? A bit part. If the BBC, by the way, strong recommend. If you're looking for something to get from Big Finish, strong recommend. If the BBC just filmed that, you will find audiences wouldn't be falling. You'll find audiences will be through the freaking roof for that. Which would be kind of embarrassing, wouldn't it, for you chibs? However, the BBC are going blah, blah, blah. I guess we're going to have to wait for the filming guidelines. Series stars Mandip Gill. Mandip Gill is not the brightest spot. Listen, I don't think Jodie Whittaker is particularly smart, but boy, she is Einstein compared to Mandip Gill. Have you ever seen her Twitter feed? It is like a unrelenting post after post of stupidity. It's breathtaking. It's breathtaking how much stupidity you can get out of one person. Told the Radio Times earlier this year. Okay, fine. So now they've lost their sources, BBC sources. I'm quite laid back in the. It could be Benjamin Cook for all I know. I'm quite laid back in that sense. It's going to blah blah. Who cares? Who cares what you think, Mandip? This is going known about the prospective season 13, with rumours suggesting that long-time commanders Bradley Walsh and Tosin Coles will be departing. But yes, it's not rumours. Bradley Walsh already confirmed it, didn't he? And Tosin Cole has another role. And also, doesn't Jodie Whittaker have another movie she's filming in November? I think October, November. Who knows? But who knows? Who knows? Also, I know whether any new companions will return. I thought the new companion was supposed to be a gay guy from the 1930s. I thought that was the rumor I heard. Returning monster, Saskatchewan's master, will join the fun. There's no fun in this. With Delan recently attending return. Yes, he hasn't yet been asked back, which is kind of crazy. He was just like Bradley Walsh was one of the few redeeming features of season 11. Saskatchewan, even though the writing for him was terrible, his enthusiasm for me, it worked very well. I liked it a lot. I just liked that he was happy to be there, which is not a feeling I get from the rest of the production. There's been no talk about me coming back in and says, I know, maybe he's just covering because he wants it to be short. I know they're planning another series and I'm waiting for the phone call. I would really love to come, blah, 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 blah. So now they're just recycling stuff, right? For now, fans do at least have one more episode to look forward to in the near future. This year's Festive special, Revolution of the Daleks, not Revolution of the Dalek, as Jodie called it. Freaking moron. Shot long before lockdown. Yeah, I know. It was pure luck we filmed it, blah, blah, blah. That wasn't pure luck. It's that you're not doing enough freaking, episodes a year. Yeah, that you put it into that last production block, which was still smaller than just about every other production block ever. So we got this spin going on, saying everything's tickety-boo, everything's fine. So next thing they want to do is promote the Festive special with an interview by Nick Briggs, probably with a gun to his head at the time. Now Nick Briggs, look, you know my channel, you know I like Nick Briggs. He did an interview on my channel. He was very, very decent to me, so I'm always gonna have his back. Okay. I am a big believer in the heart is the captain of the ship. The heart is the captain of the ship, and I've always been in Nick Briggs' corner. But I will say, in my biased defense, I wanted to like him beforehand. I wanted to like his work because I do like his work. Quite frankly, I do like his work. I don't find it woke, even though it does have many woke tendencies. For me, there's being lecturing a woke or not is if somebody presents a worldview and says, "This is my worldview. Have a look, take it or leave it, whatever you think." That's fine. I think that's good. I think that's what art should be doing. All forms of art should be doing. But what I find lecturing and woke is when I say, "This is my worldview, and if you don't agree with me, you're an evil Islamophobe." That's what I call wokeness. Fine. So Doctor Who again. Now they're trying to promote this thing, but putting Jodie Whittaker's face on anything doesn't promote anything. Have you not heard of Time Lord Victorious, the very, very, very conspicuous Doctor Who sales initiative who cover everything on model platforms with no sign of Jodie Whittaker? If she was popular in any way, shape or form, they would have put her there, but no, she's not at all. So, Doctor Who star says, "Reveling the Daleks is a lovely gift to Whovians this Christmas." So, Nicholas Briggs is very, very politically adept, and look, good for him. He's got himself a job, doing something he loves, voicing the Daleks, which he's very, very good at, and he's back again doing it. So, and also he's personal friends with Chris Chibnall, and I can't reveal the source, but I know from people who actually know Chibnall say he's incredibly nice. He's an incredibly nice person. So I don't know. I never met him. I imagine he probably doesn't strike me as being nice, though, but maybe he just comes off badly, in interviews. Or in anything, one way, shape, or form. Exclusive. Nick Briggs, voice of the Daleks in the series, thinks fans will have plenty to look forward to in the sci-fi series as well as his new turn in the animated spin-off. Oh, so they're what's it called? They're promoting the Dalek CGI animated cartoon, which really looks very, very bad, and the trailer they put out for it was awful. In fact, Benji Clifford, who works in Nick Briggs, I just saw put out on Twitter a fixed version of that, where they actually had some really good Dalek sound effects going through it. Why didn't they? That whole Dalek cartoon just reeks of cheapness. It just reeks of cheap desperation. I said right from the beginning, Time Lord Victorious needs a free to access story that everybody can get into to generate interest. And I think maybe they heard me. I don't know. Maybe they heard me and then, he's actually quite right. And they put this in as a stopgap. I don't know. Listen, it sounds unlikely, okay? It sounds unlikely. I don't know. The future of Doctor Who on TV is still a slight mystery to fans. It's a bit bigger mystery to Jodie Whittaker. Should have known it. With rumours abounding of delays and structure change for Jodie Whittaker's next series. The BBC gears up for filming in the next few weeks. What does it, though? You see, now they're saying it's a fact. It's a fact. Gears up for filming. Whereas the last story, it was a source in the BBC. Okay. So, see, that's how spin works. Another personal story. I remember, how old was I? I was about 17. I was on this, I was a little younger than that. I was like 15. I was on this teen tour to Israel, and I wasn't religious at the time. I was on a teen tour to Israel, and one of the most fascinating things they took me to was the Institute of Propaganda, where they taught you how to read spin, how to notice spin, and how to understand. You've got to just pay attention to what is actually said, and they will do a lot to distract you, as happened right here. Maybe one day I'll do a video on that. It's absolutely fascinating. It was really fascinating, and it's stayed with me all my life. It was really clever. Still, before all that, Whovians can look forward to the Festive special, Revolution of the Daleks, which was by chance filmed before the UK-wide lockdown shut down TV production. Again, no. If they hadn't have filmed it, then they wouldn't have made enough episodes. They skipped it. They skipped one Festive special. Remember, they replaced that with Spyfall. So there wasn't. So you're going to skip 2 years worth of it? Whatever, doesn't bother me. I would believe that of the Chibnall production team. who really don't seem to like making Doctor Who, right? They just don't seem to like it at all. Still, before all that, Whovians can look forward to blah, 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 blah. It was a whole lot of work, and I finished it all. Nicholas Briggs, who voiced the Daleks since 2005, and stars in the special special this winter, told Radio Times. I think it was great that they got ahead and they did this festive special. I guess so, and it turns out to be extremely fortuitous. A lot more than they probably intended. That is also, listen, nobody can accuse this production team of planning to do anything well, right? No one's going to come up with that accusation. So I think it will be a great gift to fans, Doctor Who fans, and a lovely bit of Doctor Who this Christmas time. Whoa, you're getting a bit, patriarchal there, Nick. You want to be careful. All round about whenever it's going to be. He's a really good politician. He's a man who likes to work and doesn't want to say anything to stop his ability to work. Plus, I think he's part of the he's an actor. They're all like part of this woke Twitterati insanity, or they're cast out, or they're Lawrence Fox. That's basically your two options. You can be Lawrence Fox or any other actor. Briggs, who previously described his time filming the special as full of interesting challenges. Oh, I don't know what that means. Went on to make clear that Christmas time he meant the entire holiday. Yeah, okay. I see you backtrack from there. With the episode specific air date still to be announced. But the BBC expected to air either on New Year's Day, following the footsteps of previous episodes or specials, or earlier around Christmas Day. Honestly, I'd be interested to see when it's going to air. I mean, it could. If they're smart, they'll put it on during the afternoon on New Year's Day when viewership is low, and hope ITV have something better on opposite it, because it's gonna do bad. I think it's gonna be bad. After that, season 13 beckons. Does it? Though Briggs remained cagey about any details, dodging questions about whether Christian and the team had already been in touch with getting him to perform more monster voices in the new episodes. It's all coming, and there's I want to hear what he says. It's all coming, and there's people sorting it out. He said, again, I'm not particularly involved in it, so I don't really know what they're planning for a new series of Doctor Who, but it's definitely going to happen. I agree with him then. I think a new series will happen. Just who's going to be making it? Who's going to be starring in it? I'm not privy to any decision about anything like that. It's just me. It's just me speculating as your average Dalek, but I'm sure that ways and means will be found to make Doctor Who. Again, I think animated is probably their best bet. But yeah, whatever. Any fans who really can't wait to get some new Doctor Who action are in luck, with Briggs soon to star in a new online hastily made. To me, it looks like hastily made. Honestly, just look at it. It looks a bit plug and play. Like one of those like plug and play software where you can make animation. I don't know. With Briggs soon to star in the new online only spin-off called Daleks, which oh god, wonder how long the focus group had to come up with that name. Ooh, we could call it Daleks. Which follows some of the Doctor's greatest foes in 5 short animated adventures. I thought it was 1 animated adventure broken into 5 shorts, but whatever. It's a dream job for me to become the voice of the Daleks all those years ago, back in 2004. This is and this just takes it to another level, really. Yeah, okay, fine. They give it up trying to promote the festive special. They're like, it's gonna have Daleks in it. Yeah, no, okay. It's a full-on dark adventure with great characters. And you maybe wouldn't expect that from the Daleks, because they tend to think of them as a bit monotone. No, I don't think of Daleks that way, because I've heard, what's it called again? Dalek Empire by Nicholas Briggs. Absolutely freaking awesome audios, and they're really cheap as well. Big Finish again. Really, really recommend them. It's a really compelling drama, and lots of fun, and something very, very spectacular for all the family. It's great for adults as well as for children. Probably true. In other words, we're for a total Dalek smorgasbord in the coming months. We can't wait. egg whisk at the ready. Okay, fine. Really, it used to be sink plungers. So there you go. There you go. They're definitely trying to build up interest in the festive special. The only way you're gonna do it, mate. The only way you're gonna do it is by telling us that Jodie Whittaker is on her way out. My name is Phila Beckin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.